What is up, guys? My name is Weds, and today we're gonna talk about the top 5 weapons that you're gonna need as a beginner to actually beat the game. Those are some weapons that you can find very early in the game, so you don't have to wait for a long time to actually get them. And if you get those weapons in combination with the main character that the game gives you, then you are going to be fine. You on your way to beat the game and move on to the higher difficulty. All right, first of all, the first weapon that we are going to talk about is none other than the Crimson Fire Scale. Now, this weapon is very good, especially if you don't have the best weapon in the game. This, in my opinion, might be the second best weapon in the game if you want to do some serious stuff in this game. So how do you get this one? This weapon you can get by killing elite lizards 3 times. Now, the only issue you might have finding this weapon is you have to beat the first boss first, and then you got to move on to the second act, which is in the desert. And when you go to the desert, you have to find elite lizard. There's regular lizard and there's elite one. Now, the best place you can find the elite lizard is inside the vault. This is how I was able to get this weapon, because I keep grinding the second act, which is the desert area, and I keep going inside the vault, hoping that I can get the elite lizard boss. So that's how you're gonna be able to find this. Now, this might take you 1 day, this might take you 2 days, this might take you forever, but eventually you will get it. And if you get this, then that's mostly all you are going to need to actually beat the game, in my opinion, because that's how I was able to get it done. Now, this weapon is a fire weapon. It is very good. It does very good damage, and also when you hit crit spot, then you get those charges that you can actually launch with your left trigger, and it'll do a lot more damage. You will see once you get this weapon, it is a very big game changer. Any case, that's a fire weapon. Now, the second one is going to be your lightning blast. Now, the lightning blast is one weapon that you can get very early. This is a lightning weapon, as the name suggests, and you get this very easily. And the way you get this is by killing the spearman 20 times. Now, if you don't know what this spearman looks like, you will see them. Those are those guys that are very annoying in the beginning, and they can hit you very hard. Take a look at the picture right there. You will find those guys while you're playing the first part of the game, which is Act 1. That's where you're gonna find those guys. You should be able to get this done very easily because this is the beginning of the game. Now, the third weapon that you need to get in order for you to actually get this done is another fire weapon, and this is this one right here. It's the fire dragon. Now, the fire dragon is a very good weapon to control ads and kills enemy very easily because it can go through shield like no other. And when you combine this with the cat, which has the corrosion grenade, then you are in heaven, killing enemies left and right, and it can make your run go a lot smoother. So that's the reason why you would need this weapon. Now, you don't have to have this weapon if you don't want to, but if you don't have this, you can also take this one. You just need another fire weapon. Now, the glimmering is a very good weapon. It does very good damage. It control ads very easy, and as another fire weapon, this is gonna get you to where you want to be. Now, one of the things that's gonna make things a lot easier for you is when you're running either a lightning weapon or a fire weapon, which the glimmering is, because when you combine a fire weapon with a corrosion grenade, then you have explosion. So that's why it is very good to kill enemies as easy as possible. Now, those are some of the other weapons. Now, that's 4, and the last one that we're gonna talk about is none other than the illusion. Illusion is a shotgun that is a beast. If you get this weapon, especially if you get this with element like either fire or lightning, then you are in heaven. But if you don't have it with any of those, you should be fine. Whether you have the regular one, you are going to be fine. It is a very, very good weapon. When you see it, you need to take it. Now, how do you get this weapon? You get this weapon by killing the first boss in the game. That's Luwu. And when you kill that Luwu guy, then you will get that weapon to drop for you, and it will be in your inventories, and you have a chance to get it whenever you play. And most likely you will find one. But those are the 5 weapons that you only need to actually beat the game. But the best one, like I said, is going to be the Crimson Fire skill. Now, even if you don't have the Crimson Fire skill, you still will be fine as long as you have this one, because with this one, the combination of lightning and corrosion is going to give you miasma, and miasma is going to kill enemies a lot faster. Now, those are my top 5. I'm not saying this is all that you need. You can have other weapons, other combination, you should be fine, but those are the ones that I was able to use to actually get this done. Now, beside the weapon, you also need to have unlocked a lot of those talents. So you need to make sure you unlock everything that's going to give you survivability, and then just make sure you also get the hero to the highest level. That way you have a better time. If you can beat the game and move on to the next level without doing everything that I say, that is fine. So I'm pretty sure there are other ways for you to do this, but I'm just giving you my opinion and my experience, how I was able to do it. So if you try this, it should work for you. Anyway, that's all we have for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.